goes this time round. It's Wiltor. Nearly a blinding start for Arsenal. This is Henry. Gifted the ball on that occasion. Ljungberg through the centre. Oh, was that a penalty? Well, the Swedes certainly thought so. And it was the sharpness of Henry that brought about that chance for Arsenal. And Ljungberg certainly felt that he'd been fouled. Weatherall's arriving. Back to Beagrie. Put a really good cross in there. It's McCall. Oh, magnificent strike from Stuart McCall. Arsenal failed to clear. And Seaman was beaten with a ferocious effort from the Scotsman. Ljungberg through the centre, Thierry Henry onside. Thierry Henry. It's Ashley Cole. Bradford players and supporters are furious with the referee. Ashley Cole has his first Arsenal goal. And at long last the Gunners are level. Their anger wasn't with the offside decision here against Henry, who looked to be onside, but initially with a free kick that went Arsenal's way.
Dave, and then Paul Dickoff putting some very physical pressure on. Heskey holding off Ritchie and trying to supply Michael Owen, and here's Owen! He was always going to mark his 100th Premiership appearance with a goal. It's a striking partnership that really is coming to fruition for Liverpool. It's the 15th goal that they've got in the 18 games they've started together. Heskey going up for it. Howie with the clearance. Now for Didi Hamann. Brilliantly taken. Absolutely magnificent. And 2-3 minutes of solid Liverpool pressure comes to a second goal. Only now will the Merseyside Hordes be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Song it was that created it. Wonderful flighted ball forward for Heskey. How he got his head to that, but look at that for control and finish from Didi Hamann. Brilliantly done. Weir! 2-1. George Weir's first goal for Manchester City. The deficit is half. The cut pass Song drew Honcho in and fired low past Vesterveld. And George Weir scores for Manchester City to make it 2-1. Haaland. Traore committed himself. Haaland finding Weir and supplying the run on the overlap. Danger again, and he goes down. It's, well, the referee's assistant is flagging. It's a penalty to City. Manchester City with a chance to salvage it and tie it up at 2-2. As Haaland got past him on the overlap, little doubt that that was the penalty. Horlock against Vesterveld, and it's no more than Manchester City deserve. Great character shown by Manchester City. 2 down with a quarter of the game to go, and Weir and Horlock have got them level. Well, deja vu for Liverpool. They blew a 3-goal lead at Southampton a fortnight ago. They've blown a 2-goal lead here. They can see 3 late goals in this one. They'll probably lose. Hamann! 3-2! The lead is restored. Didi Hamann, who'd only scored 1 Liverpool goal before today, has 2 in the second half. And Liverpool, having been 2 goals up, take back to 2-2. Now have their noses in front again. Ziege with the throw.
United charge. Sheringham, Cole, Scholes, David Beckham arrives on the scene. Beckham, lovely cross, lovely header for Paul Scholes, and Manchester United are in front. The game is only 14 minutes old, but in truth, that had been coming. It really was a wonderfully worked goal, but then you kind of come to expect wonderfully worked goals at Old Trafford. United are proving as ruthless as ever here this season. Beckham. Cole. Sheringham! 2-0. That'll be that then. Cole and Sheringham, not the best of pals off the field, but on the field, top professionals and on the same wavelength. He finds Ryan Giggs and Scholes. Oh yes! It's another stunner for Paul Scholes, and he can add that to a long list of stunners.
Fox Sports Net.
Akinbaye. The club's record signing got off the mark in midweek, though he was tightly shackled this time around. In fact, Southampton came closest to scoring in the first half. Tim Flowers with a great double save against one of his former clubs, and it's easy to see why he's only been beaten once in 5 games this season. Second half saw the introduction of Stan Collymore. He was lively, though off target there. Darren Eadie almost caught out Neil Moss. The Saints keeper just managing to spare his own blushes. Then came the breakthrough from Steve Guppy's corner. Jerry Taggart powered in a close-range header, and that was to be the decisive moment. Leicester are past masters of the set piece, and Taggart was there for his first goal of the season. After that, Southampton threatened a few times. Hassan Kashlul wasn't far away, but 1-0 it stayed. So Taylor it was who came out victorious against the man who gave him his big break.
Second in the league, almost no.
Just under 4 minutes had been played at Portman Road when Luke Nillis collided with Ipswich keeper Richard Wright as he tried to reach a flick from Dion Dublin. The Belgian international striker suffered the most horrific broken leg. We wish him a speedy and complete recovery. The Villa players kept their concentration well and carved out a sweet move to take the lead after 28 minutes. The first of the season for Lee Hendry. Hugo Ekiog replaced Gareth Southgate, but the England international's injured ankle isn't expected to keep him out for too long. And Villa again coped well with adversity, doubling their lead through Dion Dublin's first Premiership goal of the season. He did also net in the Intertoto Cup. A nasty late altercation between Titus Bramble and George Boateng could have led to red cards for both of them, particularly as both had already been booked by referee Andy D'Urso. Ipswich kept up their record of scoring once in every game this season when Marcus Stewart stabbed in his first Premiership goal. But Villa moved up 6 places after taking the points in difficult circumstances.
Paul Gascoigne made a return to the club that gave him a free transfer in the summer. And it was his former employers who took the lead in the 7th minute from an unexpected source. Steve Watson with an early contender for own goal of the season from Alan Boksich's cross. Last year, Borough did the double over Everton, and they held on to their lead going to half-time. Although Francis Jeffers looked suspiciously offside, Mark Schwarzer made an excellent save as Steve Vickers looked for the linesman. Paul Ince was teed up by Caron Burr, but Paul Gerrard kept Borough's lead down to 1. Everton had been 2 up in their last 2 matches, but failed to win. This time it was their turn to fight back. Jeffers slamming home the equaliser with a beautifully struck volley. What'll concern Brian Robson is that Borough haven't yet kept a clean sheet, and they haven't won since the opening day at Coventry. What'll please Walter Smith is the form of young Jeffers. 3 minutes from time, the 19-year-old notched his 5th goal in 4 games, dismantling Borough's defence single-handedly. Jeffers ensuring Gascoigne's return was a happy one. Middlesbrough 1, Everton 2.
So, Saturday's action was done. That cleared the way for Derby's Sunday clash with Charlton at Pride Park. Derby, of course, looking for their first victory of the season, but not a good start. Just check out how long it took Derby to lose possession after kickoff. Here we go. And Derby takes control, and oh, geez, we've lost it already. Alan Curvacy says, yep, I timed it. 2 seconds. But then later, Dean Sturridge plays a nice through ball into the air. Dion Burton almost gets it, but Dean Kiley got a hand on it to send it wide. Then in minute 7, Malcolm Christie gets behind the defense, and this time, Kiley has no chance. Christie is online, and Derby had a 1-0 lead. Minute 39, great touches in tight spaces. The ball finally gets to Simo Valakari, and he shoots it home. Derby County up 2-0. A replay shows the Charlton defense not defending anyone, and they paid for it. Now to the second half. Jonathan Johansson takes the pass from Klaus Jensen, returns the favor, and no chance for Mark Poom. Johansson to Jensen works quite nicely. Charlton with a 2-1 lead. You can see it all started from midfield, and Derby was sleeping at the back, and Charlton in the lead. Again, in the 62nd minute, Andy Hunt to Janssen running through. He stopped on the first chance, but not to be denied. He comes right back and tries again. Is that Justin Timberlake from NSYNC? No. Johansson scoring again. And with the match winding down, Georgi Kinkalazzi, some nice footwork. He slips the ball to Stefano Aranio, who goes down in the box, but the referee said no penalty. Derby can't believe it. Aranio given a yellow card for protesting. Well, after a look at this, I think he's got something to protest about. Surely a penalty, eh? Final 2-2, and this one Curbs earns a point on the road. So another week has been... That includes the return of Trevor Sinclair and Frank Lampard. There is Sinclair with a cross, looking for Canute, but got there a little late. Still in the first half. And here comes Spurs, getting the width. Everson with the cross finds Les Ferdinand. Both Ferdinands, the cousins playing in this one. Rio, of course, for West Ham United. Now into the second half. More good midfield work. Everson, Ferdinand, in comes Oyvind Leonardson. Oi! And that one over the crossbar, but Spurs were onto something. They bring up their tall timber for the corner kick, and it's Sol Campbell off the crossbar, beating Shaka Hislop, his first league goal of the season. Spurs 2-0 at home. Will they go 3-0? Certainly this is the result you want in minute 67. As that, look at that ball bounce out and right back in. Spurs looking for more. Edge of the 18th. Sol Campbell now doing the dirty work. Setting up Tim Sherwood. Oh, that was a shot. Off the post. Hang in there, Harry. It's going to get better. But he loses again.